Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to episode number 33 of In the Frame podcast. First things first, let's get to it.
Let's get it.
Cheers.
Cheers, man. Cheers. That's good stuff.
Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, today we have a special guest, Teddy Osuna, local photographer from San Diego, California.
One of the best in the game, for sure.
Thanks, local podcaster, too,
yes, sir,
with Dad Bots.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Teddy, what's up, man? How you been? And introduce yourself to the pod.
What's up, everybody? So I'm Teddy Osuna, like Pete said. I'm local photographer, videographer, podcaster. I dabble in a lot of stuff.
Motherfucker's a content creator, right?
Yeah, I do a lot of shit.
One of the best technical photographers that I know in the game, for sure.
Appreciate it, yeah, for sure. Yeah, just all around creative.
Yeah,
you know how it is. Mm-hmm. Just have fun. Yeah, like he said, like Pete said, I do have another podcast called Dad Bods Anonymous where we review food. You can check that out on Instagram, YouTube, all that shit, and it's fun. You know,
let's go, man.
We'll make you hungry.
I know we're gonna jump around a lot right now, but
for sure.
I know you've had a few podcasts in the past. Like, I mean, how many do you have at this point? Like, I feel like you guys have like a few now.
So,
and you guys,
in the past,
you guys been doing podcasts before it got cool.
Oh yeah, for sure. So with
talk your shit right now.
Yeah, exactly. So before even podcasting was a thing, I did this shit seven years ago.
Yeah.
And this was...
You probably did the same day when fucking Joe Rogan started.
Oh, no. So Joe Rogan was big when I started. And I was like, that's what kind of put me on the train for podcast.
Okay.
Actually, what put me on the train for podcasting was Kevin Smith. I don't know if you guys know who he is.
He's the name rings a bell, but no idea.
He's a director, a movie director.
No. Okay.
And he has a shitload of podcasts.
Okay.
He used to run this thing called Smodcastle. If you guys know who the creative gang knows who he is, you guys will know why I'm fucking love with
Go for it. Go for it. Talk your shit. Go.
So he was podcasting and he said anybody could podcast. Mm-hmm. Everyone has a story.
And this is what, 2014, 2015?
No, 2013, 2012.
Okay, so this is like before it got cool.
Exactly. So he was saying everybody has a story. Everybody can podcast. You can do it from your phone. You can do it from whatever. And I was like, you know what? He's fucking right. I'm just going to podcast. So I hit up my cousin. We started the MO cast the late 2012, 2013, something like that. Obviously, I was nervous as shit. Didn't know what the fuck I was doing. If you go back and listen to that shit, I was like a fucking robot, bro.
A little cringe, baby.
Oh, hell yeah. I get made fun of to this day for that shit, bro.
We've all been there, man.
So he did that. I was like, fuck it, just podcast. So we did it on and off for years. And then just recently, kind of put that to the wayside. And then my boy, Tommy, he started his podcast. And I was on it for a few episodes.
No, that was a good podcast because it was like camera related and it's like my fucking shit.
Exactly.
And, you guys got pretty nerdy with it, which I fucking love nerd talk when it comes to camera shit.
Right?
Yeah, El Bruchacho. So he started that one and he had me on as a guest as well. Yeah. And then from there we kind of just started talking more and more. And then because we always ate right before, after, during the podcast.
I know he's a big griller guy because he would always fucking mention it.
So he's got a fat Traeger grill in his backyard.
I've seen his stories.
So we were like, he brought up the idea to me where it's like, dude, let's do one where we just eat food and have it on with everybody. So we're like, fuck it, yeah, let's do it. And we were gonna go with a few names, but they were taken. Okay. So then we came up with Dad Bods Anonymous. A lot of people have dad bods. Ain't nobody ripped out here in the streets. You know what I mean?
I think that's like more fitting though, because like you just said right now, like, and plus like for some reason dad bods are in, like,
oh, for sure,
chicks love dad bods, man. Like I've talked to chicks before and they were like, yo, do you rather have some dude that's fucking sculpted or
a thick dude,
a dad bod? Like, I want a dad bod. So like I feel like they look, you want to date their dads and shit, like, so they go for that body.
I think it's just they don't want to get cheated on, you know.
I mean, it's just, you know, you can still get cheated on with a dad bod.
Facts.
But
all right, go ahead. We're going off topic.
Yeah, man. No, I don't. It's all good. But we just started doing that and started going, and then we did a few episodes just audio, and then we put the stuff on Instagram. Like, we have to put it on YouTube because you guys are gonna watch us eat.
Yes.
Like, fuck it, do it. Put it on YouTube. I started editing that all together. I do all the editing for it, all the video stuff.
Oh yeah.
So
there you go,
yeah,
man.
Go check that shit out. It's super fun.
Hell yeah. No, I've peeped a few of the episodes on YouTube because usually I just do audio, but like once you got started going YouTube, I feel like YouTube is. I always say this all the time, every fucking week at this point. Everyone should have a YouTube channel, man. Like, even if you're a small business or even a small little content creator,
for sure,
just put it on YouTube, man, because you never know, that shit could fucking hit. Like, you just never fucking know what could happen on YouTube.
Hell yeah.
And I know people love to shit on YouTube because it's like it's oversaturated and so many content creators, and even now it's cool to be a YouTuber. Where before, like 5-6 years ago, like you're the weird guy.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's still like that. Even, you know, like even a few episodes back, I was listening to your guys' podcast and you guys were talking about how being on TikTok is so cringe. But now you guys understand. Like I listened to another episode where you guys understand what TikTok can be now.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, there's such a room for growth on TikTok, on YouTube, on Reels. It's so fucking crazy how much micro content just can fucking make you grow. You put yourself out there, done. You have something to say, you have something to bring to the fucking table, you're out there, you know?
Definitely. I 100% agree with you on that part. And we've admitted to ourselves, like, we were fucking shitting on Reels.
We were uneducated.
And then did a little bit of research, a little bit of digging. I saw some creators create some fire stuff. Like my girlfriend Kristen, she has TikTok, and she would send me like dope videography content. I'm like, oh, so you could actually make cool things on TikTok, not just stupid dances. So I just wasn't educated.
There's some TikTokers where I'm like, how the fuck are you doing that? Bro? Like legit. There's some where they transition, like the whole video is just looped and you can't even notice it. Like, dude, I was like, oh,
I've seen that. I've been trying to practice on my looping, and it's like, maybe because I'm creating it and I know when the break is at, but like I just want to make it look as seamless as possible, like with like either like a lens flare or a whip loop or a sound effect. This is really difficult, but like practice makes perfect.
Yeah, man.
And what they're talking about is like when you watch a reel, it just continuous. Like you never know when it ends, basically. That's what they're talking about.
And that's how like the views add up, because if it's 15 to 30 seconds, like you're just gonna be stuck there, and like, and if it's great content or informative or educational or funny, like they're gonna stay there to catch the nuggets that they didn't catch in the first view.
Yeah, I did that one time unintentionally, where I faded in from black and then I faded out. And I was going, so when I came in, I was going down, and when I came out, I was going up. It was really weird. I just unintentionally looped it, and I was like, "Oh damn,
it worked!"
Yeah, it fucking worked.
I feel like those are the best creations, when you make something on accident, and it's like, I wasn't going for that, but it actually worked, and it worked in my favor. And then I love those pieces of content.
I was actually talking to fucking Rafe, how like the best, like your best knowledge and like your best content comes when you don't plan for it. It just happens on the spot.
Yeah, for sure.
But speaking, I want to get into photography because
let's get to the origins of your creation.
So when I added you, I know you met Alberto with a wedding or something. So that's how you guys met.
No, Alberto and I had met through. We had a mutual friend. Yeah, and then that mutual friend kind of connected us. And he's like, "Oh, he does this. You guys kind of do the same thing." And we're like, "All right, cool. We followed each other." Okay. And that went from there. But go ahead.
But so where you grabbed my interest and I followed you was when I was like, "Holy shit! Like this guy does a lot of studio work," because you used to work at some studio, and
you did.
You used to like use the studio.
Okay, yeah.
And I was like,
"Shout out to Hendo, by the way." Is that?
Oh yeah,
Hendo's.
Oh, but I did work at a studio though. I worked for JCPenney Portrait Studios.
Oh, I did.
Just so you guys know,
I did not know that.
Talk about it.
I fucking hated it. I'm not gonna lie.
All right, let's fuck it. Let's go from the beginning, man. From the beginning of you carrying a camera and what sparked your interest in it.
How did you even get this game?
All right. So funny thing is, when I was because I had a kid when I was super young. So I was 17 when I had my daughter, and obviously I want to capture that shit. I had a little point and shoot Samsung, right? And in my head, I always saw professional photos, and I was like, there has to be a button on this point and shoot to get the shallow depth of field. That's what I thought before I knew anything about lenses, cameras, all that shit. So I fucked around with that Samsung camera for about 4 or 5 hours.
Samsung camera,
just a little point and shoot.
Okay.
And I'm like, where's that button to make the shallow depth of field? Is what I kept telling myself.
Yeah.
So I was like, I can't figure it out. So I went on YouTube, and then
what year is this?
Fuck, dude, I don't even remember at this point.
Samsung, bro.
It was like 2009, 2010.
Okay. Before photography was cool.
Yeah, no, it was.
Oh, Instagram photography.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, all right, I'll just go on YouTube, type in some random tutorial. So I found this YouTuber. He was giving tutorials, and it's like, you need this camera, like a starter kit.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he was reviewing the Nikon D3100, and I thought, oh shit, it's in my price range.
Okay.
$400 starter camera. So I got rid of this little Samsung. I went and bought that one. Fucking took literally my first picture. I still remember to this day. Was my air freshener on my window or on my fucking rear view mirror.
Just hanging there.
Yeah, just hanging there.
Little pine cone.
Pop it out of the box. Exactly. Pop it out of the box and just take the picture. And when I saw that shallow depth of field, I was like, oh my god.
So off the rip, it already had the shallow depth with the kit lens.
Yeah.
You didn't have the 50 nifty or anything like that?
No, I had the 18 to 35 or the 18 to something. But the piece of shit kit lens that always comes with little cameras and shit.
Yeah.
So I was just messing. Obviously, it was an auto because I knew nothing about manual. So when you're in auto, it's just like gives you that super nice bokeh. And I was like, all right, cool. This is what I wanted.
I'm a pro. Yeah.
So I bought the camera. I did that for a couple months, and then I put it away because obviously, you know, I was like, whatever. I'm not getting anything out of it.
Right.
And then randomly, my cousin, where it was right when we actually started the podcast, maybe, or no, it was so the camera was sitting for a few years, and then we started podcasting, and then after we started podcasting, we met this local artist in Escondido where I live, and he asked my cousin, he's like, yo, can you come shoot some photos for me? I'm shooting a music video. And my cousin's like, hey, let me borrow your camera. This guy wants me to go shoot photos for him. I was like, all right, here. Like, I didn't think anything of it.
Right.
Know? So then he went and did that, and he came back, and I saw the photos. I was like, hey, this looks kind of fun.
Yeah.
Why? All right. And I was like, next time, let me take the pictures. I want to try. He's like, all right. So then we connected, and then I went and took the pictures for him, and I was like, oh shit, I was fucking hooked from there.
Yeah.
I just took behind the scenes of one of his music videos, and I was like, yo, this is lit.
Yeah.
Legit. I was like, I wanted this forever. So yeah, that was kind of the origins, and I just kind of grew from there.
That's dope, man. I mean, I don't know if nobody knows this, but like you're the one that like got me into the lighting game.
Oh,
like,
for real?
Believe it or not, yeah. Because I was like,
I'm telling you, man. When I say like you're the most technical photographer I know, it still stands, man. Like,
all right,
you were the first.
Maybe
in my area.
I don't know many photographers like that, but I feel like I do know. But like when it comes to technicality and lighting, like I mean, I've shot with you before, and it's like this motherfucker knows his shit.
Yeah,
I mean, definitely more than me, because studio photography is, like I always say, it's a different ball game compared to shooting outdoors.
Oh, it definitely is. It's such. Oh my god, it's fun though.
I remember when you we were on this Snapchat group, and you were like, "Yo, we should rent a studio." But I think it was before we potted. Like, and we should all get people together, pitch in, and we'll do a studio session.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, I've always been interested.
We still need to make that happen. By the way.
we still do that.
I've wanted to like hint in the frame, like we should do it. But once this whole thing goes away, but
yeah, for sure.
You were like one of the first where I was like, I'm interested in the lighting game. It makes a difference. How can I stand out with the rest of this saturated group of photographers? Sure. So then I incorporated your lighting game with like, okay, how can I put this outdoors? And I put one and one together, and that's how I like kind of like found my way to like where I'm at right now. But you definitely were a pioneer in quote unquote my area of San Diego.
I didn't even know that. I'm kind of proud of myself.
Real talk.
Now, you put me on the game, even though you didn't know that. So, you were one of the first where I was like, damn, like this lighting game can change my game. So I took some information on that, did my research and this and that, and then I was like, I'll put it in my own like criteria, and I made it happen. But I'm just giving you credit, because you deserve it, man.
Yeah, he's just giving you your flowers right now.
Giving you homage, bro. Homage.
I respect that, man.
Yeah, so like
I had no idea.
Yeah, shout outs to you, man, because you put me on the game of the whole lighting game, and I did my research, and I'm that's where I'm at now. And we wanted you to have like. We want you to have a guest.
Hell yeah.
Have you as a guest so like you can inform the creative game, because I value your information. So,
appreciate that, Pete. Yeah.
How did you get into the lighting game? What brought you into the studio game?
I like technical lighting. When I look at a photo, I just want to see something amazing. Like natural light photographers, great, do your thing. Have fun with natural light. Them? But there's nothing like incorporating flash and making that shit pop.
Yeah, of course.
Making the subject pop from the background just makes it so much better. I've seen so many, like, there's so many natural light photographers on TikTok and Instagram and everywhere that they love that whole blown out look, blown out highlights, and I'm just like,
don't get me started with female photographers.
Bro.
I'm gonna start like
I know it. And I've heard it too, and I've seen it, bro. I'm just like, why do people like that blown
out orange look?
Don't get me started, bro. Don't get me started.
Yeah, let's not go there, but go ahead.
Yeah, that's just, I've seen that, and I was like, that's not what I like. And obviously I look up to a lot of other photographers that are big, like Mario Testino. He's one of the biggest photographers out there for like Vogue and all this shit.
Okay.
And, just studied their lighting and watched a lot of YouTube tutorials on different lighting setups, and I was like, all right, cool. And then like you said, Hendo's, he's a fucking wealth of knowledge.
Yes, he's an animal, man. Like,
I go in there and literally just like, yo, I want to shoot like this. He's like, got you. And he just puts me up all game on how to shoot the lighting, and I'm just like, oh, fuck, dude, I left here with knowledge on how to shoot that.
Yeah.
If I ever...
Hendo, what do you? Because is that Hendo the YouTuber?
No.
No. They talk about Henbu. Hendo is a local San Diego studio owner, and he's a photographer. He shot for like all these like professional MMA fighters, like everyone you could think of. He shot for them, like all these pro athletes. Like, and he's like, I met him that one time when I went with you for this shoot. Yeah. And he just left a great impression on me. Like, he was just a fucking genuine person. And he just started his own podcast as well. I've been binging this shit. And like,
he was on my podcast too.
Yeah.
You guys want to go see him?
Yeah. His perspective of like because we could go anywhere with this because like in the past I've shitted on like Instagram models and hearing it from his perspective, him having the models on the podcast and hearing their perspective is like it's something refreshing for me because I've never really heard where they come from. Like I never understood. I mean, it's gonna sound fucked up. I never understood why they fucking charge. Like, but now I get it. Like before I didn't get it. I was just uneducated about it. Like in my eyes, I'm like, I'm the photographer. I'm doing all the fucking work. You're just looking pretty. But that was the ignorant part of me. But now like
it all depends on who brings what to the table.
Yes.
Sometimes the Instagram models, they got a following like a motherfucker, and as a starting out photographer, you gotta pay. Like you may not want to, but if you want to get that clout. Hate using the word, but it's true.
It's a real fucking thing.
You have to fucking pay the model, you know.
And you bring me up to a good point where, like, I feel like me and Alberto were uneducated on that part.
Super uneducated, and we're sorry for that. Yeah, I mean, I'm not shy to say I'm wrong.
The frame, baby. We keep it real, man. We know phony motherfuckers. So, anyways, coming back to going full circle to your topic about like models getting paid and whatnot. There are those points where we have had Adrian. Come on this podcast and talk about like how a collaborative is like, okay, you have a vision, I have a vision, let's mix it together. And I've mixed with like other entrepreneurs, our vision, and with that I haven't gotten paid. It was a collaborative, right? But I've gotten clients. Like this next weekend, I have a client who I got from just a collaborative. Yeah. So it's like take and give, like give and take. So. I feel that, and I feel like I've learned a lot about that.
And that's what a lot of people don't understand. I had to explain this even to my own mom. She's like, "Why are you getting paid for shooting if you're doing all this work? Why do you have to pay them, or why are you paying, or why aren't they paying you?" It's vice versa. They have something that I don't have. They have a following. I think I've only paid for like 3 models, maybe.
Okay.
Give
or take.
Yeah, but. Some of the models that have not paid for have had one of like the biggest following I've ever shot for and made my following grow even more.
Let's talk numbers. What's the biggest following you shot?
I think she has right now like 800,000 followers.
Nice.
Damn.
So, she's super chill, super dope. I don't even remember how that happened, but I was like, cool.
Yeah.
She messaged me. She replied to one of my stories. And I was like, hey, dope. Like, hey, let's shoot. She's like, yeah, I'm down. I was like, oh, fuck. All right, cool.
And before we get to like more to the story, we never explained what kind of photography you do.
Oh, dude,
for the most part,
I do it all.
But you have a bread and butter.
What's your niche?
If you go to my page right now, you're gonna see a lot of half naked women. I do shoot a lot of OnlyFans content for people.
That's fire.
And yeah,
and not in a weird way, but I'm saying like you're making content for I guess they're a creator as well.
Oh yeah, they're definitely content creators. They're making their fucking bag.
So you're like you're the man behind the camera that's creating for them, and they're putting it out there to their OnlyFans or whatever.
Exactly.
So how is it been creating content? Let's say, well, I guess for OnlyFans.
Dude, it's kind of funny because a lot of people think like, oh my god, this dude just shooting out here with half naked women. My girlfriend's with me on the shoots.
Let's talk about that.
She helps me on all my shoots. If you go to my page and you see assistant or a person who helps me out, it's her. She helps me with all my shoots. She even reaches out to models and asks like, hey, do you guys want to shoot? Because she's a super creative person as well. And she has her ideas and she's like, you can make it come to life, but I want to be the director behind it.
Like, so she's directing for the most part.
Exactly.
Nice.
So yeah, it's super dope. And like you said, it's not creepy in any way. I don't look at it that way. I look at photography as an art form.
Right.
When I look at a female body, I'm just like, all right, how can I make that look great?
Right.
And I'll pose her. I know posing. I know all this stuff. So that's what I do. And I've dabbled in all types of photography, from product photography, wedding photography, promo photography, whatever it is. I know how to do it. But right now, my bread and butter is definitely OnlyFans content.
Go ahead.
Oh, you want to go?
No, it's interesting that you're saying that you bring your girlfriend with you to the shoot. So I feel like it's such a vital thing to do because let's say you're shooting a girl that's half naked or sometimes fully naked.
Yeah.
It's if I'm the girl and you reach out to me or I reach out to you, I might feel a little weird about being in a room with you that I barely even know. Yeah. And then getting my clothes off in a professional manner.
No, I feel that,
you could be the most respectful person ever, but it's still going to be a little awkwardness. Yep. Take me through that process of how do you make that model feel more comfortable with the shoot?
So a lot of the times, obviously, they're going to be naked. if they're getting undressed or they're gonna get dressed, I get out of the room or I turn around just out of respect. Obviously, I know they're gonna be in front of my camera just like that, but to make them feel comfortable, no one likes to get watched being undressed or dressed. You know, just like it's something natural. So why would you just watch that?
Right. I mean, there's weirdos out there that I mean, after listening to Hendo podcast, there's a lot of weirdos in San Diego.
Definitely there is. And if when it comes down to like fixing their hair or fixing something that they may have on, my girlfriend does that. I don't touch them at all. Like, and if I have to,
is that intentional?
Yeah.
Okay.
And if I have to, I'll say, hey, look, I'm going to touch you right here. I'm just going to move this or whatever. But if it comes to like literally touching their body, I say, hey, Shai, can you please go like fix that?
Right.
Or even they'll say, oh my God, thank you for bringing her because she knows what I want fixed.
You don't have that female perspective.
Exactly. You know, sometimes a girl's hair, it falls a certain way that they don't want it to.
And you don't catch it.
Exactly, because you don't know as a guy. You're like, you don't have long hair, so I mean, I do, but you don't know how sometimes like it'll fall a certain way and they don't like it, or a certain side that they like, or certain angles. So I've kind of learned that process of like, oh, okay, this person likes this person likes that. We'll keep it. Like,
nice.
Yeah.
That's you want to.
So I was gonna bring this up to the creative gang who's like maybe like wants to get in the like, you know, shooting models or like the high end fashion, where like they have to dibble and dabble and they have a spouse. And the thing between all three of us, we can say we have in common is like our significant other supports us, so they don't find it creepy to where like what the fuck, who you shooting? Like you shooting a girl? Like all of us have that support system. Like that's just for the creative member out there who's like damn, like I don't have a girl, like I can't get in a relationship because my significant other is gonna be like hella weird. No, we all like are pretty deep in our relationships and we're supportive, and they get the art form, and that's one thing that the people don't get, the art form.
Yeah,
and I'm glad you brought that up because all three of us can say like, you know, they're supportive. They don't think it's weird. They don't feel jealous or anything like that. And I love that about you, that you're really passionate about showing your art form in that way, where like your significant other isn't like, what the fuck are you doing? Like another model? Like
this. It wasn't always like that though. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Really?
So before my current girlfriend and I got together, I was married.
Okay.
Things happened. I got divorced. Whatever. She hated the fact that I did it.
Really?
So before then, I wasn't shooting like all this stuff that I'm shooting now. It was hard. Like I'd go shoot with a model, and it's like, oh, why are you shooting that model? It was. I understand where you know, certain members of the creative gang can like, oh fuck, I don't want to do it because I don't want to piss off my significant other. Yeah. For sure, you know, it happens, but you have to be secure in your relationship enough to say, look, I don't want anything to do with this model. This is for my art, and if you don't see it that way, I'm sorry, but this is the way I am. You had to put that shit on Front Street.
Facts.
And when I got divorced and all that shit happened, I said this shit to myself, and I was like, I can't be with anybody who isn't a creative. I said that shit to myself because there's no fucking way that another person who doesn't create like I do will ever understand what my creative process is like.
That's a valid point. I feel like non-creators don't get the creative mindset. Like, I mean, I never thought of myself as a creator when I was younger. I thought I was like the most uncreative person ever.
Oh, I still think that shit of myself.
Same. Too. I still feel like, yo, how am I getting paid for this shit? Like, what the fuck? But clearly I'm doing something right. But what you're saying, yeah, because I have a girlfriend, and she's one of the most secured people I've ever known in my life.
That's
and
key.
We have a healthy relationship when it comes to that. And but then again, for the most part, I don't really shoot many girls, but I do shoot a lot of women. But like, I'm not shooting them half naked. But even if I did that, she'd be okay with it.
Yeah.
But I feel like you do need to have a
supportive,
mature relationship.
Definitely.
We haven't said that word yet, and I feel like it has to be a mature relationship. If you're in your 30s and you're dating a 21-year-old girl, I could see that happening in a heartbeat. Yeah. Like,
yo,
but
what the fuck?
No, the fact that you like I said before, like you bring your lady with you, and it makes the whole vibe more enjoyable than awkwardness.
Bro, even there's some times where I've been on shoots where she couldn't come with me because she had to work or something. The model will text my girl, and they're like, yo, I miss you. I'm just like, oh shit, that's super dope,
right?
Yeah.
Then I'll just get the shoot done and then take off.
But it's still because you're forming a real relationship. It's not just it doesn't sound like a one-off thing.
Yeah,
like a one-off project. It sounds like it's a repetitive thing.
Definitely.
I want to ask you one thing. So I've lately I've talked in previous episodes why I collaborate with a lot of models because that's my brand, right?
Yeah,
beauty's my brand, high fashion. So I've had for like I'd say 90% of my shoots, I have their significant other on the shoot. How do you deal with that? Like, how do you feel like some type of way, or like do you feel like you need to address the companion, like yo, dude, like I'm just shooting her, like chill, like what's your process on that?
All right, so to answer your question about significant others, luckily I haven't had too many problems with significant others. There was one time though when I was shooting in that picture right there that you have on your fridge at the poppy fields, right?
Okay.
So the model that I went to shoot with, she took her boyfriend and her mom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that normal, or
she just did it because she just sometimes took her mom, and I was like, all right, cool, whatever, I don't care.
is this someone you shot with in the past, or is it new?
No, her and I are like, we're really close, like no problem, whatever. She just something she kind of just did.
Cool.
She had some plans with her after or whatever.
Okay.
So when we were shooting at the poppy field, it was a location that was kind of away from where everybody else was at. And there's a specific photo that I wanted to take of her, and she was topless, and she was holding her nipple, and I was like, and where I was kneeling down, there was one of the poppies that was standing up like this, and I asked her, I said, can you please move your hand? I'm going to put the poppy where your hand is, and it's going to block everything. No one's going to see anything.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay. And because she trusts me,
okay,
she put her hand down. Her mom goes, no, don't do that. I was like,
damn.
Fuck.
And you knew that was going to happen. It
sounds
like you knew.
I knew it was going to happen, but I was like, So I was like, all right, whatever. So I took the picture, and then when I showed her the pictures after I edited them, I was like, this is a picture where I asked you to move your hand, but you listened to your mom and not me. And she's like, fuck, I wish I would have listened to you.
Damn.
Okay, so you guys have shot in the past with Clue. You guys have some kind of chemistry. I'm surprised she didn't like push back on her mom.
Because she just didn't want to hear shit from her mom.
Okay, so you just want to hear it. Okay,
and
I get it then.
But that was that case, and then there's been other times where
I thought it was going to go the opposite way. I thought the boyfriend was going to trip on you.
No, that dude was... he's old news.
Okay.
But what my girl has done before, because we had shot before, and she was kind of, her mom had been on another shoot, and my girl kind of just found a way to talk to her to where when I was shooting, she wasn't paying attention.
Right.
So that's what I do.
Smart.
Yeah. So my girl will find a way to get that in with the person and keep them talking so they don't bother me on the shoot, or they don't get in the model's head, because that's a big thing. Yeah. A lot of the times, the person you take can get in your head like, no, don't do that.
I've definitely experienced that, and I could totally relate with you because I shoot one of my clients, and her husband's always in the shoots with her, and he's not there, but he's just there for support. And whoa, it's great, it's ready now. But
what the fuck is that?
What I was saying is, like, he tries to direct her and like kind of like nicks at her sometimes, and it's like, I know it's affecting her, and it's going to affect her like the rest of her day and her energy, and she's not going to bring it like the way she needs to bring it in front of the camera. Yeah. And so like I've had one time like he like went to the bathroom or something like that, and I spoke to him like, hey dude, like, to my client, like, hey, like, I don't know how to say this in like fucking I'm gonna say it in fucking plain English, like, don't listen to him. He doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. I know what I'm saying. I know how to do this shit. I do this as a fucking living. So I need you to like to pay attention to me for this shoot. Yeah. And I need you to bring in like whatever he's saying to you. Don't listen to it. Like, don't let him mess with your energy. Like, it's because it's showing in camera right now. Yeah. Because I can see your energy is like getting deflated. Because
a lot of people, they listen to whoever they bring on set because they think that their opinion matters more than the person who's actually shooting, and that's not the case. Right. We do this shit for a living. That person's just there and thinks they know what the fuck they're doing. They're just backseat driving this shit. And when it comes down to it, it's like, yo, just let the person live, bro. Yeah. You know, like, fucking let them do what it feels natural sometimes. Because sometimes, like, someone can be on set and they're super hyped to be there. They're giving you their all. But as soon as the person they brought with them is like, yo, chill, bro. Yeah. Right. What happens to the talent? Deflate.
Yes.
That's not fair to them.
No.
they want to bring their A game. They want to do what they want to do. Don't let the person dictate.
I've also been in another shoot where like the girl, it's like a sexy shoot as well. And then I'm working with a photographer and I'm doing the video, and her husband's there as well, and she's doing her thing. She's having fun, and her husband keeps like nicking at her like, stick your ass out more, dude, like stupid shit like that. Yeah. And it got to the point like me and the photographer, like we acknowledge the situation, and like, fuck, like it's gonna be one of those shoots. And to the point where like maybe I need to work on this better, but like I need to like tell the guy shut the fuck up, but it's at the same time I don't want to come off as like, yo, like it's my girlfriend, what the fuck, or my wife or whatever. But the photographer, who was a female, I don't know if that had anything to do with anything, but like she pretty much like, told him like, yo, shut the fuck up. She's doing great. Yeah. Like, let her do her thing. And I was like, thank you, man. Like, and then the rest of the shit was fucking flawless.
Sometimes you got to be like that with people because they think that they know what.
Yeah, what and they really good. Don't know. Just because you live with that person doesn't mean you know the art world. If that makes any sense.
But yeah, you just have to learn to talk to people. Sometimes you have to be an asshole.
Yes.
You know, it sucks saying that, but it's true. You have to be that asshole. Be like, yo, chill.
Yeah.
Let this person be what they want to do, what they want to do, be who they want to be, you know?
Definitely.
And like the only reason I bring that up is because my past shoot, I was with a model and I was like, she brought her husband. And I was like, oh, great. Like, I didn't know she was going to come because she was like, oh, I'm on my way. And then like I see two people come by. I'm like, all right, cool. Like it's another person I got to worry about and entertain or like, you know, make comfortable because you always got to make everybody comfortable in the shoot. I'm playing my music. And I'm like, all right, this is the time where I'm going to test and see the guy, like, how he's gonna react to how, and like he was quiet, he was really cordial, and I was like, damn, I got lucky because I can only imagine you or someone else, other photographer, who's like, yo, like I don't want her doing that, or like, yo, what the fuck, like what's going on here, or like, yo, you asking too much. And thankfully for me, it was smooth, and it was like I talked to him. Obviously, you acknowledge him, and it was really nice. That's a good experience.
But that's a good experience. But I mean, the more shoots you do, the more you're gonna get those like rotten apples and whatnot.
It sucks when you get those rotten ones.
And then you're gonna be in such in a weird position. Is like, do I say something or do I keep the flow chill and not get the bangers that I'm hoping for? It's just an awkward position to be in.
And I've even been with shoots with you where when we were at that beach and now she had her husband with her, and I was like, oh, it's been pretty smooth. But there can always be other instances where it doesn't go your way.
Yeah,
there's a lot of factors too, because I've been on music video shoots also where the people that are around them,
their circle,
all they want to do is get high.
Oh really?
And then they get too high,
dude.
Or drunk.
Exactly. And then it's like, yo, when we need you on set. They're so fucking high. It's just like, dude, come on, bro.
Yeah, let's be at the same time. Like, you got to be a professional. Like, it's hard to tell rappers to be a fucking professional because, like, the rappers look is the I don't give a fuck mentality look.
How's their ego? Like, geez.
Bro, so sometimes the egos can't fit through the goddamn doors, bro. Let's be real about that shit. Not to be an asshole.
No, talk your shit, King.
It's true. You know, like. It's fucked up, but whatever, you know.
What would you give to the creative member of like a client comes in the door and like their fucking ego's out the door, like it doesn't fit through the fucking door? How would you diffuse the situation, or what's your tip?
Just have the same energy.
Oh yeah,
treat them with the same fucking energy.
You match it.
Yeah. Because then, if like, luckily I haven't had to do it, but if I had, I would just match the energy. I'm like, hey, you're gonna be fucking this hype, let's do it. Let's fucking go. But you know, everyone has to learn how to deal with it in their own way.
Right.
I personally, I would just match the energy.
Nice.
That is true. That's a good way for him.
Okay. Let's get nerdy right now. Let's talk about camera gears right now. So when I first met you, I believe you were a Canon head, and now what do you rock with?
Yeah. So when you and I first met, I was shooting on the Canon 5D Mark IV, and then now I have the Sony A7R4. Went from a 4 to a 4.
That's like what,
61 megapixels.
Oh my god,
it's a fucking monster. You can zoom in on that shit. It's crazy.
Fuck. I hope you have a computer that can handle that. Clearly you can. I mean,
yeah. I have to get a new one though because it's bogging my shit down. Not gonna lie to you.
Let's keep talking gear, guys. So, all right, so you have that. Let's talk glass.
So I have a Sigma 85 1.4, and then
the new or the old version?
The older version.
Okay.
This was before the
smaller one.
Yeah, before the smaller one came out. So I have a fucking monster.
Jeez.
And then I have the Sigma 24-70 2.8. Those are the only two things of glass I have.
Nice. Yeah. I for some reason I thought you would have like 4 or 5 in your arsenal.
No, so with the Canon 5D, I had a shitload more. I had the Nifty 50, the 24-70, 70 to 200 and some other shit. But then I got rid of it and bought the A7R4 for video purposes because the autofocus on that thing is just fucking
butter
phenomenal.
Yeah.
And I didn't need that many lenses, you know?
Yeah, I feel like, I mean, with the zoom lens, I feel like it's no. I mean, he's not a zoom guy at all, but like, I feel like you could cover so much with a 24 to 70.
Oh yeah,
and
for
then,
sure.
and one prime as well.
Yeah, you just shoot if you want 35, just zoom in at 35.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a 1.4 or 1.8. I mean, you're gonna get 2.8, but 2.8 is fucking good enough.
You don't always need that blurry of a bokeh.
Yeah.
I mean, try to convince this guy about that though.
Did you hear about the Sigma 28 to 70? The new zoom lens from Sigma?
Mm-hmm.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's the only one, like, because Sigma is always known for its sharpness.
Yes.
And like its clarity.
Yes.
Also, if you want cheaper lenses, go with Sigma.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought for some reason Sigma was like a higher end lens.
No,
it's in the middle.
Because the art, and then it's like, I don't know, it just for some reason I thought like it's.
I find there's no purpose in buying a G Master lens. When you can get a fucking Sigma.
See, I'm the opposite. I think as G Masters, Sigma, and then Tamarons, because Tamarons are a little in the cheaper side.
The Sigma's right in the middle.
Okay,
but even then, my 85 was only $900 because I got it on sale.
Okay,
that's a good deal because I was like
brand new too.
Brand new,
nice.
And then the 24 to 70 was $1,000. So I didn't even like. And if you look at a 24 to 7 G Master, it's the price of a body right now.
Jeez,
$2,500.
I don't see the difference. I mean, I've done my reviews before, and I just can't tell the difference, honestly.
You know what lens I do want though? The 105, the Sigma 105. Oh my god, that thing
is the one that you want?
Yeah, that's what I want,
bro.
I sent you a DM on Snapchat or something. I was like, dude, this is what I want. Yeah, like, dude, that's what I've been looking for. I was like, fuck.
How much? What's the retail on that?
1,500,
15, 17.
Some light.
Yeah, but it's fucking butter though, dude.
Yeah, dude. It's like the separation between the object and the
just the crazy compression.
It's just 3D looking. Like it's just insane.
So, do you like to shoot? Fuck. I mean, shit. You were talking about like you don't always have to go 1.8.
No.
Let's talk about that because I feel like photographers want to fucking open up their lens as much as they can.
Because when you
crank that shutter all the way and then balance it.
When you're shooting in a studio, you're not shooting at 2.8, 1.4. You're shooting at f8, f9.
Shit.
Let's be real. Like,
we're not educated with that because we're not studio shooters. So elaborate.
So when I'm shooting at Hendos, I'm not shooting at 1.4, 1.8. I'm shooting at f9 between f8 and f11. That's constantly where my shutter, where my fucking f-stop is at, and my ISO 100, and then the shutter speed is between 200 and 250.
Because your main focus is to get the entire subject.
Exactly.
That's what I was gonna tell you. Me as a professional shooter, I can tell that you shoot really high because like I'd be looking at the females or like whoever the model you have, their hamstring. I'm like, how the fuck is their hamstring in focus?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, he's probably shooting really f-stop really high.
Yeah.
But I want to know what is your primary light source, because I've given in the frame like my primary light source is 8200. Do you use constant light? Do you use strobes? What do you use?
I use strobes when I'm at Hendo Studios. Thankfully, he has the top of the line strobes.
He offers strobes.
Yeah, he's got Photo.
That's dope.
Pro Photo strobes, and those are top of the line.
He's got like literally the fucking best of the best you could ask for.
That's dope.
Have you ever looked into Pro Photo strobes?
I have a Pro Photo 32-inch what's it called, parabolic umbrella.
Okay,
which I made the mistake of getting because it's so fucking heavy.
Yeah, it's super front heavy because it just hangs off the flash.
And the guy was like, he upsold me.
Oh, okay.
And then the more I went in, he was like, oh fuck, like this guy keeps coming in, like I feel guilty for upselling him, so like I'm gonna chill on that. But the only like the deep dish parabolic I see is a directional advantage. So like if you want the light, like just direct it at an image, then go for parabolic. But if you don't really care, like go for like a Octobox or a beauty dish.
Yeah. So at home, I have my home studio as well. When I just want to do shit for fun, I shoot with an Alien B, the Digi B 800, and an Alien B 800. Okay. So the B 800 is 3-4 years old, and the Digi B I got it a year and a half ago for Christmas as a gift.
Okay.
And I use the Mag Mod.
I've heard a lot about that.
Umbrella, is it umbrella? I think it's a parabolic as well, but it's just super quick and easy. It's magnetic. It sticks to the front of the flash, and that's what I use.
Okay.
Yeah. If I go outdoors, that's what I use.
I feel like such a fucking outsider right now. For the first time in the podcast, I don't know what the fuck is being discussed right now.
It's just like the lighting game, man.
It's a whole different world, man. It's completely
a different animal
world.
that people that like. You know, we don't want to shit on daylight photographers, but like if you want your images to stick out, like definitely use strobe.
I feel like what lighting game is what people think of After Effects. You know how like a lot of people avoid After Effects because it's so complicated. I feel like the lighting game is the same concept in a way.
Yeah, a lot of people are scared of flash photography because it's such a different world. But just do your research, try it out. It's fun.
Yeah.
Because when I ran into you last week,
I saw you have your whole fucking setup and whatnot.
I wasn't asking about that.
Yeah. So we were shooting underneath the pier. If you're gonna shoot underneath the pier, you're gonna have the fucking thing blown out. And I'll show you guys one of the photos that I got.
I wasn't asking about that. On location, strobe lighting is like you gotta. Alberto's been on my shoot. I'm like, oh my god, like the strobe, like you gotta adjust the shutter speed. You gotta adjust like constantly because the sun is going down.
Looks fucking crazy, bro.
See, so with that, it's one light, and then I just use the sunlight as the hair light,
backdrop.
Yeah, it does get that 3D effect with. Oh, fuck.
But
see, like, I would never thought of that.
You gotta constantly think about like how the sun is going down.
But again,
and, like,
it's not blown out.
Yeah, you're right. No, it's yeah.
It's
I mean, you know your shit though.
Yeah.
Like,
and that's the beauty of the game because like the daylight photographer who charges $300 for fucking 25 photos and a 2-hour session is not going to be able to do that. They're not going to be charging that much.
Bro, people still don't want to pay my prices. I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to talk shit.
Talk your shit, King. Wow,
so,
that's what the Potter's for.
I got hit up last year right when COVID, all this shit started. And I had worked with this person before. On some free shit, and I hadn't talked to her in like 3 years. So I was like, all right, fuck it, whatever. So she hit me up and she's like, yo, I want to hire you for a photo shoot for my makeup company. I'm like, all right, cool. Like, whatever, let's do it. I gave her my price. She's like, you're fucking hella expensive. That's crazy. I'm not paying for that. 2 weeks later, I shit you not, I see the photos she posted. They were iPhone photos. And she said, the person who I asked before you is way cheaper than you. Then go with that person.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna fight with you. Go with that person.
So you don't get salty. I love that because you don't get salty. Like I'm the same way. Like when someone's like,
same.
First of all, they don't say that I'm too expensive. They just won't respond.
Oh, she hate me with that.
But if they do, like it's like, oh, if someone were to say like I'm fucking praying for someone to tell me like, oh, someone quoted me like $600 cheaper, $800 cheaper. I'm like, go with them then. Like why are we still having this discussion then?
Yeah.
It's like you're clearly still talking to me for a fucking reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just last week, I posted this pic and they found me through like some hashtag or some location. They were like, yo, like I'm looking for a surprise engagement. Like, what's your prices? And I sent them the prices and then didn't even read my message. And I was like, okay, like I don't give a fuck. Like I'm not butthurt. Like you have to realize as a photographer, all the equipment you've invested in has to pay for towards that.
Not even just the equipment, your fucking experience of knowledge of years. Like
exactly.
Do you want to go to a fucking surgery and have you know, want to like, hey, I want a doctor with the first coming out straight out of school, med school? Like no, you want the experienced doctor. Like it's the same fucking concept. I know we're talking about apples and oranges, but it's like the same shit. Though. Like you want someone that has the most experience. You don't want the kid fresh out of fucking med school to do your surgery.
Hell no. So like going back to your point where like man, like I've been to the points where like now I feel like I'm on the top tier. So like I'm like, yo, you can't afford me. Like you ignore me. Like that's fair. Like I get it. Like I want to see your photos that you get, like your fucking green tint and whatever the fuck you go through.
I still get lowballed.
All good, man.
I get lowballed all the time.
I think it doesn't matter who you are. You're gonna get lowballed no matter what.
I stopped. So I stopped posting in December because I had a lot of shit that I was going through personally. This isn't my only source of income. I do have a 9-to-5. I run another company, and then I got COVID at the end of January. That shit knocked me the fuck out. So, and I just felt super. I think it was seasonal depression, maybe. I don't fucking know. But I just stopped posting. I haven't posted. I posted for the first time this week in 4 months, maybe.
I did notice that because you kind of went MIA, and I was like, that's. I mean, I know you go through little phases of like, I don't feel like dropping, but I'm gonna drop, and
when I drop heaters. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, of course.
So I was in such a headspace where I'm gonna keep it real. You guys shoot all the time, and then, you know, I'm fucking super happy for you guys. But coming from a person who has a lot of shit to take care of, like I got my kids, they live with me full time. You know, I do run the company on the side, not even on the side, full time. And then I try to do this photography shit on the side also full time. It's fucking hard.
Yeah, you're getting pulled from everywhere.
So and even with kids having to do homeschool right now.
Oh, jeez. I didn't even put that in effect.
Bro, it's hard. Okay, so I want to sit there.
We have that fire internet.
Yeah, I want to sit there and edit, right? My son's sitting next to me, and he's like, Dad, what do I do here? Can you help me with this math problem? I'm like, bro, I got shit to edit. You know, they don't care. They want my attention because I'm their dad. They don't see me as this photographer. They see me as their dad, so I got to help them. My daughter comes down from her room, and she's like, Dad, I don't understand this. I got to write this essay. Can you help me? Or, you know, my girl, she helps out, but at the same time, she has to do her thing as well, you know? So getting pulled in every which way, it's fucking hard. So if you're a creative out there and you're getting pulled every which way, it gets easy. No, it doesn't. But you can do it. Yeah, definitely do it. It's worth it at the end of the day.
I will go full circle with what you just said. Like the YouTube video I've been trying to post. I don't know what I wanted to do, a review channel, but I wanted to do a review.
Of a
type of product. I don't know if it was boxing or camera, right? Because I'm passionate about both. So I was like, dude, I have the podcast, I have photography, I have other personal stuff, I have wedding planning. Like I'm spreading myself too thin. And I told my girl, I was like, I'm spreading myself too thin. Like I can't fucking fit this YouTube video. Yeah. I was like, dude, like why are you doing that to yourself? Like figure out a way to like just pump it out. So I figured out a way and I pumped it out and I posted it. And thankfully, I got good love, but like I feel you on that spreading yourself too thin.
But I think you can't relate to the extremes, though.
Not to the extremes, but I feel you're like the situation of your dilemma, right? So like you're spreading yourself too thin. Like yo, fuck this. Like I'm spreading myself too thin. Like
how do you deal with your I mean, shit. We could go a little deeper with this shit, but like how do you deal with your mental state,
bro? It's been hard, unfortunately. That's why I kind of took a break from posting because I fell out of love with photography at the beginning of the year. I was like, fuck, I'm not doing anything. I'm not posting anything. Everyone that I hit up, I don't get read. I don't get hit up for fucking projects, whatever. That was going on through my head mentally. I was getting fucked up in the head. And then recently I booked a shoot with the company that I shot with when I saw you. And it's like you always say, they're a retained client. We've been talking for a while, but just schedules weren't matching, so we couldn't shoot. And then that was kind of fucking with my head for a while. But once, for some reason, when I got over the whole COVID shit, and I was just like, I'm going to put myself out there. I'm going to push myself more. I started running. I started doing all this shit. And I was like, all right, this is what's helping me is working out. So every morning I'll go and I'll run in my garage because I have a treadmill, or I'll box because I have a fucking heavy bag in there.
Let's go.
You know, and that's kind of what's been helping me get back on the train of doing creative shit. Even when I ran into you, bro, that was complete just luck of the draw.
Yeah.
You know, because I was walking down the Strand and I was like, maybe I'll see him, maybe I won't. Fuck it, who cares?
Oh, you haven't?
Yeah, that's what
I ride the one wheel with the Strand like every day, and I just went, and I'm like, nice sunset.
Like, guess who I saw? I was like, who? Our next future guest? Like, I was like, oh shit, for real?
Yeah, like that was literally. We booked the shoot, and he told the guy who was in charge of it, was like, oh, I want to go shoot down by the Strand at the houses that are right there. And I was like, all right, cool, let's do it. And then I was like, maybe I'll run in Alberto. I don't fucking know. And it just so happened to happen, you know?
Yeah.
So that's kind of what has been helping me a lot mentally, is like just putting myself out there. Yeah. Just doing it. Like having no excuses. I know I have a lot of shit. Like I have one foot in one door and one foot out the other door. I'm just like, fuck, where do I go before I do the splits?
Right.
But at the end of the day, it's fucking worth it. I love doing this shit.
Let's go.
I live for it. Going back when you said that you felt out of love with it, like what made you fall back in love with it? Was it like finding a routine of yours that
I'm still getting there?
You're still getting there.
Yeah. I'm still kind of finding my way back to it.
Yeah, because like I'm not trying to dick right, but like you're fucking one of the talented fucking photographers that I know, man. Like real talk. Like when it comes to technicalities, like fucking lighting, indoor shooting, like if I have some kind of product photography, guess who I'm gonna hit? You, because you have the experience, and I don't know anyone that could shoot indoors.
Yeah,
your fucking your beer commercial.
The Stone.
Yeah, that was just me fucking around in my garage.
So do you still shoot for fun, just for the soul?
No, I haven't done it in months because I just like I was like fuck. Because here's the thing: when you post a lot of naked women, your likes go like this, right? Mm-hmm. But when you post product photography, what happens to your likes? Plummets.
What the fuck?
No one cares.
Like, right?
Like who cares? Like a beer? Fuck that.
I mean, yeah. That's true.
I feel you on that. But how, like, going back to where, like, you fell out of love, like, what motivated you, like, to, like, be like, okay, like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, it's not the same, or what made you fall out of love?
Well, maybe it was just so many. Okay, it's like you said, spreading myself too thin. There was a lot of shit going on. I was getting shit from the baby moms. I was getting shit from work, the whole COVID thing, because where I work is I take care of adults with developmental disabilities in a group home. Mm-hmm. So a lot of plans and procedures need to be put into place, and that takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
You have to plan certain things, and fucking if something goes down, I'm pretty much on call 24/7. Mm-hmm. If I were to get a call right now, I'd have to go and handle business. That's just the way that it is for me. It's afforded me the lifestyle that I have, and I'm fucking grateful for it. I don't ever talk bad about it because I know I have a career in that, and I've been around it I'm 31. I've been around it since I was born. My mom's been doing it, and she opened up her own home. She trusted me enough to take over.
That's so cool.
So that's what happened.
There's a lot of responsibility.
Yeah, exactly. So all that shit was happening, and I was just like, photography and videography is just gonna fall to the wayside, you know, and it just did. It just unfortunately fell to the side, and I was like, fuck, I can't do that anymore. And then I was just scrolling through in Instagram way too much, and I was comparing myself a lot.
Oh, really?
Where I was just like, fuck, I'm not this good. I'm fucking trash.
Let's definitely talk about social media. Social media, yeah. Like you were discussing about, you're comparing yourself to other creators. I feel like it's something many creators, including myself, I still do this, and I try to practice and not doing this. It's easier said than done.
Definitely.
But the comparison trap, let's elaborate on that.
Yeah. So I was doing that way too much. I was looking at other photographers' work, in who they were shooting with and the projects that they were booking. And I kept thinking to myself, fuck, am I not good enough for this? Like, why are they getting that opportunity? And not to be an asshole, but some of these photographers, I was like, fuck, what the fuck?
I agree.
You know, and I hate being that person, but just look at my work.
Talk your shit, King.
But no, for real, there's some photographers where I don't understand how they're booking such big gigs or whatever, but I know that they're businessmen and they know how to talk.
I was gonna counteract that and be like, maybe they're fucking great at speaking to human beings.
Oh, for sure.
They're fucking great at dick riding, and they're great at fucking the business side, and
I know that's where I lack for sure.
Sometimes that's all it takes.
Yeah, I'm scared as fuck to put myself out there. Like the fact that I have my podcast where I'm just myself, it was hard for me, you know, but and kind of what I do to avoid falling back into that is what I started doing was on Sundays, I don't open Instagram at all. Just leave it closed, turn my notifications off for the day.
Smart.
Don't want anything to do with anybody. I'm just going to chill with my kids, do whatever the fuck I need to do, and then go about my day.
It's fam day.
Exactly. And then Monday morning, boom, I'll open it, see what's going on, turn my notifications back on, do what I need to do. But that's kind of what made me fall out of love with it as well, where I was just like, fuck, I'm trash. A lot of the times I kept telling myself, really? I'm trash. And, you know, my girl would look at me. She's like, why do you keep saying that about yourself? It's like, look at this person. Mm-hmm. Look at who they're working with. Look at me, the quality of stuff I can produce. But again, it's just, I wasn't putting myself out there.
Mm-hmm. That's a good point. I mean, it's a valid point that the creative gang does, you know, they fall into it, but they don't want to recognize it, right?
Yeah.
So like for me, when I recognize that, I put that shit on the podcast. I was like, how the fuck are people who do daylight photography with the teal tint and orange tint, how are they getting more money than I am, when I feel like like you just said, I'm better than them?
You're assuming they're making more money, dude.
Well, I've seen
it could be a bum ass $50 fucking shoot.
True, that is true. But when I look at their website and they say maternity shoot, $500, 35 shoot for 35 images. Oh my God, I'm like, how is that even possible to deliver 35 images within a week? And then like their stupid descriptions like fast deliver, a week turnaround. Yeah. How are you doing a week turnaround?
Because they have their presets pre-saved.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what they do.
So that's my mindset. I'm like, okay, like that just motivated me to be like, yo, like I'm putting horse blinders. Like I even talked about in the podcast. I'm like, I'm putting horse blinders.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck what everybody else is doing. I'm focusing on myself. I'm just concentrating on my work ethic, and what it's valued, and I'm gonna keep it like that. If somebody lowballs me, I don't give a fuck. I'm keeping true to what that value is, and there will be some weeks where it's slow. Yeah, but if you value your own shit, and you're saying like I don't give a fuck, like yo, go with the fucking $50 photo fucking shooter, burning shooter. Yeah. I'm not that guy, and you're gonna appreciate that in the long run when you'll recognize that. And I feel like that's what helped me go through it, like just putting horse blinders, like not comparing myself, like because we as photographers, like it's different from videographers, because I feel like photographers are saturated as fuck.
You're one in a million.
Yeah.
Bro, so videography, I feel is the same, because there's so many videographers out there.
Now there is. True. Definitely true. There. I mean, being a videographer is cool now. Like,
it's like, oh, you have a camera?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Like I need content for my business or for my fucking.
And let's be real. Like, a lot of videography trends, everyone follows them. Facts. Like the super fast transitions and this and that, like zooming in, zooming out. It's like, all right, cool, but can you tell a story?
Yeah, we were having this discussion a couple episodes ago.
Yeah, like, I'm not trying to be a dick. Yeah. Like that's fucking great. Yeah. You know, to keep people's retention. But at the end of the day, can you tell a story? Yeah, that's the hard part.
And the thing that you bring up a good point where, like, you know, before I got into this whole like YouTube thing and creative space, I always told Alberto, I'm like, yo, look up Fun for Louie, look up Fun for Louie, look up Fun for Louie, because I thought he was a pioneer, right? Yeah. And then Alberto goes like, yo, nice that. Yo, fuck that guy. Like, he's old news. And then I like researched on Neistat. I'm like, holy shit, 1998 or 2001 when the Patriots went to the Super Bowl, blah, blah, blah. He did like a vlog. And I was like, holy shit, I didn't know this guy did a vlog in HBO. Yeah. And like was like prior to Fun for Louie. Yeah. And like it's all about doing your research and like finding out like yo, like he did this first. And this is what maybe influenced whoever you're looking at.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
If you think about Casey Neistat, like, he comes from a filmmaking background, and it didn't work out for him. No. And he made his own fucking path on YouTube. Yeah. And look at his videos before.
Yeah, go ahead.
Look at his videos. They're not good. They're fucking probably over shutter speed. Like, it's like shaky footage, but he knows how to tell a great fucking story. Back to what you were saying. Can you tell a story? His story is amazing. Like, each fucking little 4 or 5 minute episode of this fucking daily vlog at the time, he has a great story. Shitty fucking footage, drones on fucking auto. Doesn't matter. At the end of the day, he had a great story.
Yeah. I watched every episode of that vlog.
Facts, for the fucking 2.5 years that he did it for. Like,
and that's what I was gonna tell you. Okay, he may not have been the best vlogger, but let's be real. He did that because he was doing his app. Yeah, that's the only reason he did it, and to promote that shit.
No, I mean, it.
Who cares at this point?
I know. I don't know. I forgot who bought them. I think it was Samsung. I don't know.
CNN bought out. CNN for like 15 million.
Yeah. It was still entertaining though.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I know it could have been. You could easily say like he did it for the money.
Yeah, for sure.
It fucking worked though. Yeah. Like, I'm not mad at it. Like, he entertained me for those fucking 3 years, dude. Oh yeah. So I can't take that away from him.
So it brings me to my next point. So on this podcast we talk a lot about free 99, right? So YouTube knowledge, free game. Where do you find your influences, or like, you know, let's put on the creative gang on what you get your tutorials, inspo, like, what do you look up
books,
on YouTube?
Fucking I don't know, master classes.
So if you're a beginner photographer and you want to get into literally from the bare minimum, the basics of a fucking camera, look up Frono's Photo. A lot of people have heard of him. Raw. Yeah, I shoot raw.
Sure.
His shit, like, that's who I looked into when I first started. He has videos where he runs down the menu of every camera.
Pixel Peeper.
Yeah.
That's where I got that from.
So he helps you, and he has video guides that help you, and it's one of the perfect, most easiest following things to watch. He can be pretty arrogant as well.
Oh my god, yeah, definitely. You know, it's not for everyone, but like,
it's not for everybody.
If you take the fucking
just take the meat and potatoes of what he's saying.
Exactly.
Yeah. So he's definitely somebody out there. There's this dude, if you're a videographer, there's this guy that I watch, is D for Darius. I don't know if you guys have heard of him.
Never heard of him, but we'll check it out.
Familiar.
So he has he did this short film called Unsound, and he documented the whole process from when he did the film to when he put it on the indie film circuit. to when he got his awards, and then he put it on YouTube. So if you guys want to watch D for Darius, he breaks down a bunch of cinematic ways, the way he shoots short films, the way he does this.
I will definitely have to.
He's really good at what he does.
I will definitely have to peep that.
Yeah, those are the two main ones that I watch. Obviously, there's MKBHD for a lot of
techie stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Unbox Therapy. I like the way they have their lighting set up and shit in their studio.
Oh yeah, that guy.
But yeah, those are some of the guys I really watch
for
all the
sure.
time.
Who
Definitely.
got you into the whole light game?
The light game?
Yeah.
Fuck. I was just looking at different photographers and seeing studio setups, and then where I live, there used to be a photo store.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, I don't remember the name of it, but it went out of business, unfortunately. But before they went out of business, they had a studio class, and I attended it, and I was like, "Yo, studios lighting is dope."
So you're a true student of the game, then.
Oh yeah,
you're not just like a YouTuber that's fucking.
No, I went to Palomar College also for a couple years.
Okay.
To study videography, to study video editing. That's where I learned how to edit video properly. That's where I met my girlfriend. We shot short films down the street. We shot one.
Damn, so you guys are a match made in heaven.
So what do you use right now for?
Yeah, software wise.
The Adobe Creative Suite.
Okay, so all Adobe,
all
Premiere
Adobe,
Pro,
yeah.
Lightroom, Photoshop.
But I learned how to edit in Final Cut.
Interesting.
And then I moved to Adobe.
Really?
Because I like Adobe more than Final Cut.
And what kind of computer system?
Mac.
Interesting.
But I do want to go to PC because I know PCs are monsters.
Yes.
But they crash a lot.
Yeah.
No, they do not.
I don't.
You be fucking.
But at the end of the day, no one cares what you're really editing on as long as you get the final product.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's all that matters.
So for your podcast, what do you use to edit?
Premiere.
Yep. Audition, obviously.
No Audition.
You use Premiere?
So Tommy uses Logic. He uses Logic to edit all the audio, then he sends me the file. I edit everything in Premiere.
Oh wow! I used to be an advocate for Logic. I pay like the whole $400, $300, whatever. But I feel like Audition just does a better job on multi-tracking everything and editing. I mean, it is a little more pricey. Don't get me wrong.
I'll ask you off air later to give me like a rundown of Audition because I've run into problems on Audition that
use
kind
Audition?
of threw me off. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I tried to use it for a little bit.
I'll give you some hints.
Yeah, but yeah, that's kind of what I did. And then when I was in Palomar, I met a bunch of people. You know, sometimes school is a good thing because you make connections like a motherfucker, you know? Mm-hmm. And I've got to shoot for a lot of people. Mm-hmm. I shot for Warren G from somebody that I went to school with.
That's so tight. That's so tight.
That was one of the most epic days for me where I walked into the room and I was like, holy fuck.
Didn't you shoot for fucking, fuck, what's his fucking name? A rapper.
I shot for a couple of them.
You shot for someone pretty...
Andy Flex? Or
No. Didn't you shoot for Will Smith too? I remember hearing that in the podcast.
Yeah, I shot for Jaden Smith.
Jaden Smith. Mm-hmm. There you go.
I shot for Jaden Smith and Rich the Kid.
Damn, Rich the Kid. That's the one.
Rich the Kid. And then I shot with... I know he's a SoundCloud rapper, but Perp Smoke.
Yeah. Smoke Perp.
Smoke Perp.
Yeah.
Wait, did he die already? R.I.P.
No,
he's alive.
Oh.
So he was a producer for...
His career is dead though. But
yeah, it is. Smoke Perp, yeah. And then when I went... I didn't know who the fuck it was, but when I shot for him, Murder Beats was on set. I had no idea who the fuck he was.
Before he was Murder Beats though? Like before he got poppin'?
No, he had made the beat for Drake. And he was like up there.
Yeah, okay. So he was already up there.
Yeah, I had no idea who the fuck he was.
That's so tight.
I was like shooting this white boy from Canada. I was like, who the fuck is this guy? But yeah.
Murder on the beats. So nice.
Yeah. And then I've shot with a lot of people love his work and I understand why, with Cole Bennett.
You wait. Say that one more time.
Cole Bennett.
You shot with him?
Yeah, multiple times.
Really?
Yeah.
Before he was Cole Bennett?
No, he was Cole Bennett at the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn. That's
because of connections I made through school.
Yeah.
That is insane. I mean, I've heard many people say that film school fucking blows, but the connections are, you can meet the next Spielberg.
Yeah.
And the fact that you were shooting with fucking Cole Bennett, like he's like an idol of mine.
Yeah, he's fucking dope.
Personally don't love his style of work, but I love his mindset. Like I love his fucking work ethic. I love what he's creating. Like he's creating a fucking empire, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, like I'm not a transition guy. I'm not a big fucking animation guy.
Yeah.
But I respect his fucking hustle, man. From what I understand, he still fucking edits those videos himself.
Mm-hmm.
He directs it now. Like he doesn't necessarily shoots it like running gun like he used to. But but he's still in the lab cooking.
No, yeah. When I shot with him, he had a DP, he had an AC, all that shit, like the whole rundown.
How was his personality? Like, please don't ruin it for me.
Oh,
like,
no,
don't
he's
say
super
he was
dope.
a dick.
No, he was super chill. Like we chopped it up for a bit.
Was he in Berks?
Of course, always in Berks, my guy.
He inspired me to get Berks, bro.
Yeah, okay. So the first time I shot with him, it's gonna sound like fucking cheesy, but it was up in the Hollywood Hills, and
What year is this?
I don't remember, but he had just gotten sponsored by Birkenstock.
That's
really?
Yeah, he pulled out a brand new box of Birks, and he's like put them on. He's like, I gotta wear these. I was like, God, what the fuck? Who shoots in Birks?
So he's like cool. Like, I mean, he looks cool as fuck on Instagram. Like,
yeah. He's super dope to talk to. He's super chill. And then when I saw him again the second time, he's like, yo, bro, it's nice to see you again. Like, let's get this work. And I was like, oh fuck, I didn't think he remembered me, but he remembered me.
That's so fucking sick, dude.
Yeah, you know how a lot of people.
I'm a little jealous. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I wish I could shake the dude's head. I'm fanboying right now, but like,
a lot of people always say, don't meet your idols.
Yeah,
meet him.
I was scared for you to say that he was gonna be a dick.
No. Thankfully, he was super dope. He was super chill. And a lot of people say the same shit about Jaden Smith. Like, oh, Jaden Smith is an asshole. Nah, man. He was super down to earth when I met him also. So, yeah, some people can be dicks, but other people, they can be super chill.
I'm happy that you've had good experiences with like these like A-list fucking, I guess, celebs, creators. I mean, Jaden Smith's mind is out there when it comes to like creativity. It's like, I love it.
Oh, yeah.
Not necessarily the biggest fan of his music, but I love his visuals.
Oh, yeah, his visuals are dope.
And they're insane, man. Like, he's just so creative when it comes to his visuals.
Rich the Kid was definitely one of those motherfuckers where I'm like, bro, you're too high.
I can see that.
Here,
I can see that for sure, man.
Wait,
you wanna?
No, I'm just So, how like okay? So like, I love how you brought up this whole like how do you make connections?
Yeah.
How for the inspiring creative gang who like, damn, like I'm just starting, like I want to get those connections. Like, what would you suggest?
And they don't have the funds for a school.
Just reach out to your favorite creator. Just put yourself out there.
Send that DM.
Yeah, just send that DM. You never know what can come of it. There's been times where I've even reached out to certain creators. There's a photographer right now on Instagram. I fucking love his work, and I'll put you guys on game. You'll see his lighting. You'll be like, holy shit, like that's what he does. I messaged him, and he has like this whole one-on-one class where he'll go to certain areas and he'll teach classes, and like one day it'll be you, one day it'll be another person. He'll make it worth his while. But just reach out. Yeah. You know, you never know what can come of it, and it's definitely worth reaching out.
I always say that too. Like, just fucking shoot your shot, man. Like, the worst thing that could happen is they don't see it, and you're back to square one. Like, if you didn't do it, then you're for sure not going to get that response. Exactly. But if you shoot it, you get that chance of them responding to you.
I will tell you this thing. One thing that's, I don't want to say too much about it, but it's in the works. One of these like light YouTubers that I watch. If you listen to the prior podcast, I listed 3. Right, one of them I was like, I went in their live, and I was like, yo, man, like next time you're in San Diego, like hit me up if you need any assistance. Blah blah blah. And I went in their live. I'm like, yo, bro, it's me. I'm like, yo, and like they were talking to me in like live, shit. like, yo, what's up, Pete? Like, oh, definitely. And then they went like this, and I'm like,
looking at your grid.
Yeah, we'll definitely keep in contact. Like, yeah, like you follow me, like we're straight. Like I'm like, damn, like all right, let's go.
No,
but
that's dope.
I'm not keeping my hopes up because I don't want to talk about it because you never know.
Yeah, just make yourself known to the people that you want to be known to.
Yeah.
Like go into the person's live, comment, do all that stuff because it makes you
stand out.
Yeah, it makes you stand. The cream rises above everything. You know, it just do it. You never know what could come of it. There was this one dude on TikTok. I was following him and I had seen a bunch of his stuff and I was like, hey, he's pretty cool. I went into his live and then he asked, he's like, hey, what have you guys been up to? And I commented like, oh, I was at a studio shoot, this and that. And then another photographer checked out my stuff and he's like, holy shit, like you're fucking good. And then he saw that, but the guy thought he was talking to him. And he's like, oh, you're talking to Teddy. He's like, let me check out his stuff. And he followed me back. And I was like, oh, shit. Like, this dude followed me out of nowhere. And I was like, that's pretty cool. And then he's like a video of mine or something.
No, bro, you're nice, though. I mean, like I said, like, I'm not just saying that because you're here. Like, I've always said that. Like, I feel like I've always given your flowers. Like, you know what the fuck you're doing, man, when it comes to, like, photography, man. Like, you're just a fucking animal when it comes to it. Like, that's like, dope. Like, all right. Speaking of social media, are you on Clubhouse? Like, you sound like you're really good at fucking collaborating and shit like that.
Yeah, I'm on
like,
Clubhouse. I just need to get into it more.
Yeah. I haven't been on it in like 2 weeks, but like I know it's a great platform to like network with local creatives and
even big creatives.
Yeah, exactly.
I've been in rooms with our homie. We're supposed to like fucking 4 years ago, Crazy Adams. I've been in his room and like I've been in talk, but like it's a good platform to like socialize with like yo, like I'm right here, let's go.
And they're like it kind of like makes them human beings. Like we don't see them as gods necessarily, because they're just like they're literally just like us.
Yeah,
you know, they're trying to figure shit out as well.
Yeah, definitely.
But I do love the whole social media aspect. Are you gonna go back to posting nowadays? I know you dropped the heater today.
Yeah, I have a lot of shit just fucking piled up in my hard drive. I'm just like, I'll dust that shit off and just post it. Who cares?
There you go.
And I had stuff from the shoot that you saw me at, and I'm still.
You haven't dropped those yet, right?
No, I dropped a reel just for fun.
Yeah,
So I edited that real quick together, and it was like, fuck it, whatever.
How do you feel about reels?
I fucking love them.
Yeah.
If you do it right, they blow up.
Yes.
You know, it's hard though. Sometimes it doesn't hit. Mm-hmm. But hey, fuck it. You know, just put your stuff out there. You know,
dude, I'm at the point, like I mentioned this in the past. Like I'm at the point where like I don't give a fuck about engagement anymore, dude.
Yeah.
Like I just solely create for myself. Like if you see my Instagram, my personal Instagram, bro, it doesn't look like I shoot for anyone else but myself. Like I put like travel shit right now. Like I'm going through a crazy travel phase right now because I've done like 4 trips. So I'm just posting content from those trips. And I don't know what it is, but people are still like hitting me up. Maybe because I have my business account in my bio, and so they check that out and they see my actual corporate work.
Yeah.
But it's like working though. Like I love just to create for myself. Like if it doesn't fucking slap when it comes to numbers, at least like I'm okay with that. Like before 4 years ago, it would affect me.
Yeah.
And for any creators out there, man, like fuck that shit, bro. Like create for yourself, man. Like if that'll like I love to create for the soul. I always say for the soul all the time.
Soul Skater.
No, I got it from Brink.
Oh, fucking love that movie.
It's the best. It's the original movie ever, by the way. But yeah, like if you just keep creating for like other people, like it's cool and all, you're getting paid and whatnot, but it's not. I mean, my end goal, at least for me, like my end goal is to create for myself, and then like I don't know, like get fucking budgeted to create some fucking travel style fucking content, I guess.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I don't know if I want to do fucking docu style, fucking Nat Geo style, or like I don't know yet, man. Like I'm like everyone else, I'm still trying to figure shit out right now, bro.
Yeah, that's the way I'm still like that too.
And then I'm constantly evolving, and that's like the whole beauty of this fucking game. Like I feel like we're in like these roads haven't been paved yet. Like this is so new. Like the whole internet space when it comes to content creation, definitely. This is foreign, bro. Like you were saying, like your mom doesn't understand the concept of you shooting people. Like necessarily, yeah, you're not getting that transaction off the rip, but there's a bigger picture to it. And my mom doesn't understand it either. But like, I'm sure your mom was like, what the fuck, your dad? Like, your dad's like the old school fucking head. Like, you're fucking shooting photos? What the fuck? Like,
bro, my dad doesn't even know I shoot. I'm like, I just made $400. Like, how? Like, 2 pigs? Like, yo.
Like, it's just like,
I love how you're incorporating this whole thing about how to understand a creative, right? So you brought up 2 good points. Like people don't understand what the fuck you're creating, right? Like you said, you travel, how you're just doing stuff for yourself, right?
Yeah, I just do it. I post what I love to post, man.
Exactly.
Once in a blue moon, I will post something that I'm really proud of, like something that I shot for someone else, and I will post it.
But for the most part, you're creating stuff because you feel like it's important. You created something dope, and you want to put it out.
Yeah, man. Right? Like if it slaps, it slaps. If it doesn't, I'm still cool with it.
I love that quote. If it slaps, it slaps. For me, I don't post reels like here and there. I'm a photographer. I'll post video slap, but if I post a color grading slap that slaps, like I'll post it. And dude, I'll be posting like my last post.
Yeah.
Real? Like I was like, holy shit, like it slapped. Like it almost has like 3K. I'm like, how?
And it was like the most simplest shit ever too.
I told my fiance, I was like, yo, I just got this ND filter. I'm gonna go out and buy the train tracks and I'm gonna go film some fucking flowers. He's like, what? I'm like, we gotta do this and that. I'm like, dude, it's gonna take like 5 minutes. So I go out there, I film
shoot
like,
at 120.
I'm shooting at 120. And I'm just like fucking recording. And I'm like, all right, cool. I got like content out. Like the only thing that stopped me was some girl walking her dog was like looking at me like, what the fuck is this guy doing? I was like, fuck. if you like see the footage that I shot, you can hear me breathing like like that.
I saw the reel that you posted.
I saw it too.
So I'm like fuck, like I'm like I want to post more shit, but like I feel a little embarrassed because these people are coming with their family.
You just gotta stop giving a fuck.
And then I was like, whatever. I feel like I got some good stuff.
Yeah.
I go back and I color grade it and I edit. I'm like, holy fuck. I'm saying holy fuck. And then Shelby's like, what the fuck? What's going on? I'm like, I just got some good content within 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And then that reel was like, not even like, I wasn't even putting 100%. I was just like, yo, I'm just kind of color grading this, putting some music, slapping it, and it slaps. I feel like it slaps. It tells the story. And then boom, it hit. Like, I feel like a lot of creatives out there, creative game members, like, you're one minuscule second from like creating something huge. I feel like for creatives can post something and be like, oh, man, this ain't gonna slap, and then it slaps because other people can read it a different way.
But don't ride that high though, because sometimes, see, TikTok fucked me. I'm not gonna lie, they pissed me off. Because so when I started the Dad Bods,
we're both super formed with TikTok. We don't have TikTok account,
okay. So I have a TikTok account for the Dad Bods Anonymous podcast. Okay, right? I posted like every day twice a day on TikTok.
That's a lot of content.
And those videos, they got maybe like 6,000 views each. And I was like, fuck. I'm riding a high right now.
I'm slapping, bro.
And then I kept posting, and then the views just fucking tanked. And then I heard from somebody that like when it's a new page, TikTok will boost it. But then once you keep posting, it just kind of like dies.
Okay, so I've had this theory with TikTok, and I've told my girlfriend this. I feel like, and not to sound funny, but like it's China owns the fucking company. Do they still own the company?
No, so I think they sold
it.
Or
did they sell it officially to a U.S. company?
Anyways,
so what I think about TikTok is I feel like those numbers are so fucking fake because like the most random person with 0 followers, like my girlfriend has like fucking, I don't know how many followers, like, and it's not a lot, but her numbers are going crazy.
Yeah, it
and
makes
she's not posting. She's not posting like naked shit or anything like that. She's posting like fucking regular videos.
Yeah,
and so I'm like, I feel like those numbers are so fucking saturated, and I call it juice. Like they're fake numbers. It's just to keep you on that platform. Like holy shit, like your endorphin starts hitting. Like yo, I'm getting crazy numbers. Like oh fuck, I need to create more content for this fucking platform. And the whole objective of the platform is to keep you in the platform. That's the whole point of the whole fucking or social media.
Yeah. But I just feel that when you do it consistently, no matter what, because I have like taken breaks, I'm just like, fuck it, whatever. But if you do it consistently, they do reward you. And I'm not gonna lie, there's people who have made a fucking killing off that shit.
I'm sure there's like the 10% that are fucking definitely banking on it. It's just like any other social media, like Vine and whatnot, like how it used to pop off. But I'm looking for the outside in, so I could be completely fucking full of shit right now. But this is what I see from the outside, though.
There's some photographers, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna sound like that asshole again. I look at the photographer, I'm like, how the fuck do you have 500,000 followers, bro?
I've been there, bro.
Fuck.
I've been there where I'm like they shake the camera and they go like that zoom transition, and I'm like, straight face, like, what the fuck?
Yeah, but to you guys as photographers is fucking stupid. But like for the random person that doesn't know shit about cameras, it's like, this is amazing. I want that to happen to me.
Yeah, it's just. It's a taking and give where like you put the energy out and you receive the energy out. And it's like videographers too, like this fool did like Lumi fades and like what the fuck? Like I'm not impressed, but for the average Joe is like
that doesn't know shit about they're fucking busting in their head like
I'm like, and that's a whole that's one thing we in the frame we try to address, because we have all sorts of audience like audience who intake the TikToks and the freaking quick reels of like
quick micro content.
And then we have the advanced videographer who are like, what the fuck, that ain't shit. Like, what the fuck? Like how are they producing that content, and how are they gauging all this audience? And it goes to show you, like, at the end of the day, it doesn't really, the views and interaction don't really give a fuck unless you put an impact into that person where like, oh shit, like this is dope. Like I want to replay it. Like how you sequence it. And I don't know, bro. How do you feel? Like how do you feel like this whole shit is going through? Like like is it a numbers game? Is it a fucking like developing game? How do we put it in a sense where like it's for everybody? You know, for the creative member who doesn't give a fuck and the creative member that does give a fuck. How do we sense it?
Honestly, man, I think social media, like I said, like years ago, like I would care about the numbers and shit like that, and it would probably affect me. But like nowadays, like I don't give a fuck because I'm actually getting paid, not necessarily through Instagram, but like my business is coming from Instagram, or if not referrals for word of mouth. Like I said, I don't have a fucking website yet, and you've been killing me on about that shit. I have my fucking domain for like almost a year. I still haven't made a website yet.
Yeah.
Do you have a website, by the way?
Yep.
There you go. That's the way to do it.
Just put .com after my @
There you go. But I think, like I said earlier, like I don't post like my work stuff on my personal. I just post what I like to post, which is like ocean based, bluish images, pictures, videos.
Yeah.
I don't know if you could notice, like, but it's like mostly there's water in it in most of my images and videos. So that's like kind of, I live next to the ocean, so I've always been by the ocean my whole life. So it's kind of like it just happened organically.
Yeah.
But like I said, like if I put a video and it doesn't fucking hit hard, like when it comes to numbers, and it's okay with me. Like there's always the next fucking video or the next fucking image, and at the end of the day, those views aren't getting me. I mean, it could possibly expose me to other people that might want or interest my work, but
they're not getting you paid.
Yeah, necessarily no. Like for the most part, no, it's not. So it's like I'm okay with that. Like I'm in a space where I'm pretty comfortable with where I am at in life. But I mean, of course, I always want to strive for more. But as of right now, like I'm not tripping when it comes to fucking. I could give 2 fucks about social media engagement, bro.
Yeah,
and it's easier said than done, though.
Yeah, for sure.
So where do you see your not career, because that's a little extreme, but where do you see yourself pushing forward?
What is your dream peak, I guess? Like
I just want to shoot for magazines and be known as a fucking magazine photographer. I know magazines are just like kind of dead.
I've seen.
Is it though?
Shit,
like,
we haven't even talked about it. You've been published.
Yeah, I've been published a few times.
Yeah, a few times.
And that brings me up to the next point. Like, one time I shot this male model, and he was like, "Dude, I love the pictures. Like, they're editorial wise." And I was like editorial. Like, I looked it up.
So you didn't know what the fuck that was.
Yeah, I was like, oh fuck, like this is like Vogue type of shit. And then I was like, okay, cool. Like, and then I feel like that's been my whole vibe now.
Yeah.
But I've seen your shit. Your shit's been printed on magazines. Like,
yeah, it has. You know, I submitted my stuff, and thankfully I got picked to be in a few magazines, or one magazine with one shoot and another magazine for another shoot. So that was pretty cool. I have my own printed stuff because if you shoot photos, print your shit, because looking at it printed is completely different. But yeah, I've been printed a few times. I've also been rejected to be in magazines, and it happens, man.
Yeah.
You know, you're not always going to be picked, but just keep pushing. But definitely I want to shoot, if I can, for Playboy.
I was gonna ask you, what's your
goal?
What's the magazine you like to shoot for?
Playboy or Vogue?
It's definitely your vibe, though.
I know Playboy and Vogue are 2 completely different categories.
Yeah, but I mean, it's still in the beauty world, though.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
I feel like you're a fucking, to me, in my eyes, you're an expert when it comes to like capturing that.
Yeah, I would love to shoot for Playboy. There's this one photographer, I'll show you guys off air. The way she shoots, oh my God, dude, it's fuck. You think I'm a king at lighting, bro? Wait till you see her page. You're gonna be like, God damn, what the fuck does she do? I strive to be like her in my own way. You know, obviously we all have our own style as photographers, videographers. Yeah. We got to push our own narrative and our own style. And if I could somehow shoot for Playboy, shoot for Vogue, shoot for GQ, I'm definitely down to do that.
Have you done your due diligence in like trying to make that happen? Because I mean, to me, like if I'm looking from the outside in, if you're waiting for them to hit you up, it ain't gonna happen.
No,
bro.
Definitely, it's not gonna happen. But it's, you know, I've tagged them in my posts. I've, you know, all that
shot
stuff.
Emails, DMs.
I haven't shot the emails because
I feel like the emails is way more crucial than a fucking DM, because they must get flooded with DMs.
Yeah, you're definitely right on that point. But to be honest, it's again me. I have that fear. I'm not gonna lie. I have that fear. I don't know what it is.
You're too good to have this fear, man.
Well, rejection or what?
Yeah.
You're too good to have this fucking fear.
I'll tell you what, bro.
Yeah.
I know somebody in Playboy. I'm just kidding.
I fucking wish.
Yeah.
He's like,
hey, man, if you did, bro.
Yeah, facts.
Bro, let's do it.
Bro. I feel like I've been where you've been, where like I'm gonna hit up this model to collaborate.
Yeah,
man, they ain't gonna love my shit, and then they look at my shit like, what the fuck, like, where the fuck you been?
Yeah.
Like, this type of responses, you just gotta shoot your shot.
Oh, it's a little different when it comes to a model and
a company.
Yeah,
I mean,
there's definitely levels to it, but like, if like you literally said this earlier too, like if you don't shoot your shot, you're not. It's a 0% chance. But if you do shoot your shot, there's that fucking chance. It's that fucking Jim Carrey fucking meme. Like, so you're telling me there's a fucking chance?
Yeah. But again, I'm human. I do have that fear.
Yeah, I mean, you are. You know?
So it just comes down to that. But
like I said, you're way too nice to have this fucking fear, man. Like, put this shit out there. Throw your fucking 3 images that you think that best represents your style. Throw it out there. Throw a fucking pitch and see what fucking happens, man. The worst thing that happens is they don't never see it, and you're back to square one.
And I've been told, like, dude, Teddy, you're too humble.
Oh fuck! You just reminded me right now, man. I just wanted to say that, like. You're one of the most humblest motherfuckers I know when it comes to photography, man. Yeah. Like, you need to talk your shit, bro.
I've been told that so many times. I'm just I'm not that type of person. Like, I don't like to, I don't know why. It's just in my character. I don't like to be that person, but when I have to, I'm going to fucking do it.
Well, you should, man, because you know, like, I get a lot of shit sometimes. Like, yeah, Pete, the best photographer in San Diego. Like, no, like, Teddy and me, like, we're both pushing our same shit. But at the same time, it's like, you project what you want to receive,
exactly.
Right? Yeah. So like, bro, like you got so much, like that's what I want you to bring on the show because I'm like, low-key, you've been the pioneer for me.
Okay,
you've like shined the light to like light games.
And you've been doing this for fucking what, decade plus?
No, I've been shooting for fucking 7 years.
I mean, we're there. We're pretty much there.
Yeah. But like you've like brought this knowledge, and I've like meshed it into my own like hive. And I feel like, dude, you deserve the recognition and
facts,
the acknowledgement, like that you do deserve.
And this isn't even dick riding because you're the fucking Potter, bro. Like, this is like we've said it between us two off air. Like, fuck, we need Teddy here. Like, this guy is too fucking nice. Like,
yeah, he's asking me like, what the fuck did you get? Like, bro, Teddy was the first person I ever like knew of like lighting in the studio.
I'm like, talk to this guy if you want to know about lighting. I don't know shit about it, man.
Yeah, but we do appreciate you being on this Potter and sharing any last like few things that you want to show.
What's
to,
the last tip you like to give to a creator that's out there that's like starting off, doesn't know what the fuck to do, but they want to get into the fashion world of photography?
It seems overwhelming, but just do your homework on the photographers. Anna Leibovitz, Mario Testino, there's this dude Tyler, I forgot his last name, but he shot for Beyonce. The cover of I think it was Vogue. Study these people, see what their shoots are, just find your style, stick to it, and everything will come naturally, you know. And don't let anybody discourage you, because there's obviously going to be people who are going to be like, what the fuck are you shooting photos for? How many people shoot photos out there? Who cares, man? If you fucking love it, do it. I had people tell me like, why are you shooting photos? Who cares? I care. I fucking love it. So yeah, just do your homework, study your craft, and everything else will come naturally.
I do love that. Everything comes naturally, because I 1000% agree with that, because I don't know, but I knew that I love fucking making videos. I knew I wasn't good at it, but I was going to just fucking practice, shoot whatever the fuck I could. And naturally things happen. And then people say, you have an eye for it. I'm like, do you think that? Because I don't even think that. Like, and it's naturally just shit happens, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's this TikTok person. His name is Pi. I know it's a weird name, but if you follow him, his name is Unborn Creative. And his thing is like, no one's really born creatively. You have to kind of learn it, because no one really thinks of themselves as a creative who has a camera. I mean, some people, obviously, they're like, yeah, I'm a master with a camera. Cool. Some people pick it up and they're like, I want to learn this, but they have to take the steps to learn it. Mm-hmm. That's one guy you can follow on TikTok. On TikTok. And he has a bunch of little nuggets and shit that you can learn. It's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Any last things for you, Ben? We're about over an hour at this point. We don't want to take too much time from his busy schedule.
Hey, sorry, I kind of.
Shit, let's move forward to the frame of the week.
Frame of the week, man. All right, so Pete sent me this frame of the week, and I was like, this guy's been a big supporter of the Potter, you'll see it in front of Teddy's beautiful face right here, at Zeke Kitchen.
Creative as fuck.
Yeah, so he's a big Photoshop guy, so I want to see your opinion on this image.
Oh shit, okay. That's pretty dope.
Like he does a lot of like of that interesting like he'll replace certain like body parts and like
gotcha.
Does like interesting stuff like this. Like I really fuck with this guy, man. I've been following this guy for a minute. And his caption is Sunday morning shrooms. I've never done shrooms yet. I've been curious as fuck. To so bad. You haven't done it either?
We're doing something at I have bachelor party.
Are we?
Oh shit.
You got to follow us in the stories, by the way.
We're on vlog.
But yeah, follow at he's a local photographer from San Diego as well, Zeke Kitchens. Thanks for supporting the podcast, bro. We really appreciate it. And we never did our fucking plugins, man. Go for it. Do the plugins.
Plugins. If you guys haven't done so, subscribe to In the Frame Podcast on YouTube. I posted a story earlier. I don't know if you guys listened to the prior podcast, but top 10, baby. Let's get it. We're trying to get higher, and we're trying to get we're pushing all this free 99. We're having guests like Teddy, super talented. I just told you
he's out here dropping some fucking bombs and gems.
Fucking dropping bombs and gems, baby.
If you're on Apple Podcasts, 5-star rating and give us a review. And if you're on fucking Spotify, hit that share button, put on your Instagram stories, and tag us. Free fucking shit. We're not asking for any money or anything like that. So that's $3.99. Before you take off, in the perfect world with no money involved, what is explain your perfect day? Okay,
so I'll answer your question, but I have one question for you guys.
Please.
Yeah.
What made you guys start doing Frame of the Week?
Honestly,
Frame of the Week, just like we thought, like this whole thing originates from me and him. How we started the Potter. Fucking, we were drunk.
We're literally drunk
at a barbecue.
At a barbecue,
and we were like, "Yo," like we were talking about, like, "Yo, how are these people like connecting with these people?" And then we're like, "Yo, like, why don't we just do the same thing and connect with people on our level?
Let's like have our community." Like somehow involve our community that are fucking with us and like kind of show some recognition. Doesn't have to be local. It could be anyone from the fucking world that fucks with us. And then we're gonna show recognition. I mean, we have a small little fucking fan base, but it's fucking tight though.
Yeah, exactly.
And so my originally thought was like I shot at CP. I'm like, yo, what do you think about like featuring an artist, local or non-local, and just fucking show some recognition, man. Just show love. I mean, it's all about love, man. Like as corny as this shit sounds, man, like love wins. But
it does, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but like not many people
have to be good.
And not many people, like especially creators, man. We all have fucking egos, man. Like we don't fucking discriminate. I can't say for me, but like a lot of creators, like if you post a fucking banger video and I'm just a random creator and I follow you and I've been following you and I never show love, like fuck that video, man. He's doing better than me. Fuck this fucking picture. I'm not gonna show love. Like I never understood that concept. So why not fucking show love, man? I don't know. That's just the way I am, man. Okay. When it comes to that.
Yeah, and to bounce off what Alberto said, like this Frame of the Week, we always say like it doesn't have to be a picture. Yeah. It could be you singing. It could be any type of creative genre.
Yeah.
So like for instance, this perfect example
dude
of Zeke Kitchen with the mushrooms, like
that's something we never posted before.
Yeah, something we never posted, but like we appreciate your art and we appreciate you like standing out. So like, yo, let me showcase you to like motivate some other graphic artists who like, man, I've been wanting to put dog faces on like pictures that's different. That's gonna motivate them, you know. We want to shine the light on someone that's different.
Okay.
Either way, creative, singing, pictures, video, anything, you know.
Gotcha. Anything in the creative space.
Anything in the creative space that will make you stand out and make you a pioneer in your own creative space. So that's what inspired us to do In the Frame podcast.
Dope.
Frame of the Week. So with that,
anything else for you?
No. I was just curious about that because the reason I asked is because I was listening to your podcast and then one day you sent a message in our group chat that we had a while back and you're like, you know, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. And then that following week you had posted one of my photos on the thing. And I was like, what the fuck just happened? I was like, why did you like that whole like secretive like it's gonna fucking happen? I was like, what the fuck?
Wait, what was gonna happen?
I don't know because I had sent the picture of the beer that I posted. I sent it in the group chat and that was your response.
it's gonna happen.
Yeah, you're like,
I have the worst memory, but
no, it's fine. It was on the Snapchat one. And that was your response. And then like that following week, you had posted my photo of the beer, and I was like, what the fuck?
Actually, I think was he the first? Were you the first?
Yeah.
Okay, so I saw that image, and I'm like, yo, this is too fucking nice to not fucking be recognized. And like you were saying, like you post half naked chicks that are fucking banging, by the way. But yeah. And yeah, that shows love. Like I remember you had mentioned in the group, like, yeah, like no one fucking cares about this kind of shit. And then it's coming back to me right now. Yeah. And I was like, well, I fucking care because this is like, this image stood out to me because I like, it's no offense to anyone, but like I've seen you post naked chicks before, and it's like, yeah, it's cool. It's dope. Like, I know your shit is nice. So I don't expect nothing less than that. Yeah. But it got like, it's so fucking privileged to say, but like, once you see like good content, you just get fucking conditioned, and that's all you expect. Yeah. So if you do something different, I may not see it because it's not my world. Yeah. But it's still fucking nice. And I'm like, well, it's Teddy Osuna shot this shit. Like, of course, this is fucking gonna be a banger. And I saw that fucking Stone video, that Stone picture. I'm like, this is fucking looks like a commercial. Yeah. And I'm like, and right when I saw that, I shot it. I'm like, yo, we should fucking do frame of the week. This should be the first image. That's the why I asked. I was like, I just wanted to know, like, because I totally forgot about that. Yeah, that was the mindset back then. Yeah. That's dope, and just the way you've been showing appreciation to people is just fucking amazing. Because and I just want to show love to, like, especially like, I mean, local creators, of course, but like it doesn't matter. It could be from here, it could be from fucking Africa. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me. Yeah, but, as long as we like it catches our eye, I'm like, holy fuck, this guy is underrated. Let's go for this motherfucker. Yeah, we're always looking for like underrated, and it's very easy to fucking post the picture that has 10,000 likes already. Because no, like we're going to kind of against the grain when it comes to like we're gonna post, and not saying that we're posting small creators at all. We're not saying that at all, but like we're gonna post fucking people that fuck with us first of all, and second of all that. Underrated, that are underrated, that need the spotlight, man. Gotcha. That's pretty much what it is. That's awesome. Yeah. But to answer your question, you said perfect day, right? Describe your perfect day if no money is involved. Fuck, man. What time are you waking up? I probably wake up early. What's early for you? No matter what time I go to sleep, I always wake up at 6 in the morning. Okay. So I'd wake up at 6, go for a nice little run. If I could be anywhere in the world, it'd probably be in Hawaii. Okay. What island? I have no idea because I've never been there. I just wanted to go there. I recommend Maui. Okay, respect. No, actually, you know what? No, fuck that. I respect Hawaii. Never been there, but I would be in Guatemala because that's where I'm from. And we never talked about that. Yeah, so I'm not Mexican. We're in Guatemala. My family is from, or my mom is from El Progreso. Okay, you guys, it's a random city in there. But I was born in LA, but my mom's from there. But I would be in Antigua, Guatemala, at my brother's coffee shop. I'm still pissed that I never got the chance to go to that coffee shop. So when you a little further from where when you went there, his coffee shop was further away, but now he has it right in Antigua. Yeah, now he has it in Antigua. That's my girlfriend's like favorite fucking. I don't know. We have a picture. You have the one on the volcano right there. Yes. So right I would be in Antigua, and I would. Some of the best coffee I've ever had in my fucking life. Bro, have you even mentioned you're from Guatemala? I'm not from Guatemala, dumb fuck. Or you're like your dad is Nicaragua. Oh shit! Go to sleep, bro. You're drunk, dude. Bro, this sounds similar. This sounds similar. Shut the fuck up from here on out. All right, so you're waking up in Guatemala. You haven't. So you're a coffee guy. I was gonna ask you, coffee or tea? Coffee. Okay. Yeah. Black or no cream? Black depends. Or with cream? Depends. Yeah, I'm a depends guys too. Yeah, I can go black or I can go with creamer, but whatever. Okay. I go with either. I'd have coffee at my brother's coffee shop. And then just go explore the ruins with my family and just go fucking have fun on the volcano. I still want to go to that volcano, bro. It's fire, dude. I know. Literally. Exactly. But yeah. Do you have a camera in hand? Definitely. Always document that shit. And what's on your hand? Fuck. If Dream camera. Oh. I want to hear this. Fuck. It's hard. And lens. Come on, let's go. It'd probably be the new Sony that came out. The new A1? Probably. A1? Or the A9 too. Or the A1. It's the A1. Yeah, 62 or so, I forget what the fuck. Oh, yeah, it'd be that one with a Sigma lens, probably 24-70. No money involved, bro. No G Master. Okay, if no money involved, then probably G Master. 24-70. Ah, fuck. I'd probably yeah. And I'd have the 50. I'd have the 85. I'd have the arsenal with me. Yeah. Just to fucking go with it. But do you think too much gear can hold you back? I'm a firm believer of that. It can definitely. Also. Obviously, it'll make things easier, but if you can get by with what you have, just get by with what you have. I've shot on Red, I've shot on Sony, I've shot on Canon.
It all looks fun.
So is gear? I mean, fuck, we could do another fucking deep dive.
I know.
Let's make it short though. Is gear a fucking factor or not?
I guess it depends on the person. Just depends on the person.
What 90% of the time, what are you shooting with?
Sony.
But what focal length? 85?
We said he's got a 24 to 70.
Yeah, I just zoom in.
20, okay.
But if when it comes to portraits, 85 all day.
85.
I love the 85 look. I know a lot of people hate it.
You two are very similar.
I fucking love it, dude.
I love the 85.
He has a 24 similar. He barely uses it. He's like, I just like the 85 look.
I told Alberto, I was like, yo, you want to buy this 24? Because I don't fucking use it. Like I don't like the way it looks on people. Like the 85.
It's that compression is so it's so creamy and so butter, man.
Yeah, I a lot of the times if you see me, I'll have the 85 on my camera.
No matter what, for the most part.
Yeah, unless I'm shooting video, then it's the 24.
Gotcha.
But
nice. All right. Well,
let's go.
Thanks for being in the podcast, bro. Where can people find you? Website, plugs, podcast, shameless plugs right here.
All right. Follow me on Instagram at Teddy Osuna, just like it sounds. OSUNA.
You'll see it here. You'll see it here in the fucking lower thirds.
My website is teddyosuna.com. My other podcast is Dad Bods Anonymous.
And what is that podcast about? A brief description.
So we review foods and we talk shit.
Yeah,
basically. So
from those parts, like you review foods and you just talk about life. What you guys life? Yeah, that's the perfect way to say it.
It will make you hungry.
Oh,
definitely. If you're on YouTube, it will definitely make you hungry.
Yeah. So check that out. It's super fun, super great.
You guys got a good thing going on, man. Yeah. Keep it up, man.
The episodes are super long. We're gonna cut them down a little bit because they're like 2-3 hours long. Definitely cutting them down, but check it out. It's fun.
Yeah. And Pete, where can people find you?
People can find me at petercollinframes.com, Peter Collin Frames on Instagram. Where can you find you, bud? And people can find me on Instagram at _Mendoza_ and on YouTube, Alberto Mendoza. Are you active on YouTube besides the podcast? No. Kind of put my YouTube channel on the back burner, but you can find me on YouTube if you want. It's all linked on my website. Nice, awesome. Yeah. So yeah, be sure to check them out, man. If you guys are into the light setup in studio photography, I highly recommend checking his Instagram out, like, for sure. Like, this guy's a fucking animal, and I'm not dick riding right now, but I've been saying this for fucking years at this point, man. Like, this guy's nice at what he does. So definitely check his page out. Give him a follow. Go on his recent image. Give us an emoji that the Potter gang is gonna flame you up with. Oh fuck! What's an emoji that you like? Drop the eggplant. Eggplant. Drop the eggplant. No pause. So guys, go to his recent page. Go to his page and go to his recent image and then flame up with some fucking eggplants. Yeah. And then he's gonna know it's from the Potter. So let's fucking flame up with that shit. All right, guys. If you guys are on Spotify, make sure you hit that share button and put it on your stories. And if you're on Apple Podcasts, give us a 5-star rating and give us a review. And if you're on YouTube, hit that fucking subscribe button. A lot of motherfuckers are listening to this shit. Stop lurking. Yeah, stop lurking. Just hit the subscribe, bro. It's free. We're not asking for no money. We're not on Patreon yet. But yeah, well, Teddy, thank you so much, man. Hey, thank you guys for having me. It's been a pleasure having you, man. It's been a long time coming. Pete, longest fucking Potter probably. I love it though. I love it. Guys, go follow our boy Teddy, pioneer in the lighting game in San Diego. Go follow Alberto. Go follow me. Guys, this is going to do it for episode number 33 of In the Frame Podcast. I hope you guys are fucking dimes dropping after dimes. We'll see you on episode number 34 of In the Frame Podcast. From me, Teddy, and Alberto, we'll catch you in episode number 34. Peace. Deuces.